Hello everyone, I'm Striker. Today we're gonna take a look at the Bulldog. It's an assault rifle that came with the Dragon Seed DLC. It requires you to kill 10 engineers, 10 support and 10 recon players as an assault player. Both you and your enemy have to be on foot, so it's quite an easy assignment. Let's dive into the stats. Stat-wise, it's quite similar to the Scar H, but there are some differences. The rate of fire on the Bulldog is 700. Which certainly isn't the fastest, but the damage model of the Bulldog makes up for this. It has the same damage model as the Scar H, that's 34 maximum damage, which drops down all the way to 25 at 55 meters. This means that at close range, up to 8 meters, you can kill with only 3 bullets, providing of course that the enemy isn't running with the defensive perk. This also means that at extreme ranges you will still only need 4 bullets to kill. Now, a low RPM usually means your gun is extremely good at longer ranges. This together with the damage model of the Bulldog would still make it a viable weapon for longer ranges and even extreme long ranges. But when we take a look at the muzzle velocity, we see that it only has a velocity of 450 meters per second. Which is the second slowest muzzle velocity of all guns. Only the Scar H is slower with 410 meters per second. Considering this, we can forget about any long range targets. If you still want to go for them, you will have to lead your targets a lot. But with the magazine size of 21, you will have to be increasingly accurate. Which is hard considering it has the worst assault rifle aiming down accuracy of 0.25. But since the best assault aiming down accuracy is only 0.2, which isn't that big of a difference. However, it has a very good hipfire accuracy of 2.25, which is actually the best hipfire accuracy for the assault rifles. The problem with the Bulldog is its reload time. It has a reload time of 2.5 seconds when there is a bullet left in the chamber and 2.95 seconds when it's all empty. By no means is this the worst reload time, but it's not far from it. Combined with the magazine size of 21, you'll be reloading a lot. The damage model is however the redeeming factor here. Because its max damage is 34, you shouldn't reload if you have more than 10 rounds left. Of course, if you have the time, you should reload as quickly as possible. But if you are in the thick of things and you are sure that an enemy is about to round the corner, you shouldn't reload if you have more than 10 rounds in the chamber. However, this considered, you still can get caught mid-reload a lot of the times, just because you only have those 21 rounds in the magazine. To balance this gun, DICE has given it some substantial recoil. It has a 0.55 vertical recoil and a 0.3 pull left and the same right. Because the horizontal recoil is the same left and right, you almost can't correct the horizontal recoil. So you'll only have to compensate for the very high vertical recoil. Actually, it's the highest vertical recoil of the assault rifle. And with this vertical recoil, all extreme long targets also become very difficult. The 1.6 first shot multiplier, however, isn't that large. This makes it possible to tap fire the weapon at those extreme long ranges. Now that we have taken a look at the most important stats, we can look at the attachments that you might want to use. First, the sight. With this high recoil pattern, 4x sight will never be an option. A normal red dot sight is your best bet here. You start with a normal reflex red dot sight, which is decent, but it might take a while to unlock your favorite sight through the battle packs. As accessory, one can use the laser sight to make the already good hipfire even better. The barrel attachment is a no-brainer. Since the vertical recoil is so big, 0.55, you almost have to use the muzzle brake. The underbarrel attachment can vary from personal taste. You can use the ergo grip to further improve the hipfire and make it a hipfire beast, or the stubby grip to improve its accuracy, which makes it more viable at mid ranges. Personally, I like to use the ergo grip, though in some clips I'm using the angle grip. which makes that first shot recoil even less substantial, ideal for tap firing. Now that we have chosen our attachments, in what situation do we want to use this weapon? First off, one can struggle a bit when first picking up this weapon. The low magazine size combined with the high recoil can make it a bit unruly at first. This gun excels at close range combat. It just rips through people, killing enemies so fast. If you get one headshot in there, you only need one more shot at close ranges to kill. It's okay at medium ranges, but at longer ranges I wouldn't use it. It's your typical close quarters gun. It's a perfect gun to use on domination rounds, rush or even TDM. You can also use it on Conquest if you use it on the right maps. Ideal maps on Conquest for the Bulldog or Operation Locker, although this can become chaotic at the best of times, which means you'll be running into some large pack of enemies, and this is just a point where the Bulldog struggles a little. It's great at taking out one or two, or if you are really good or get lucky, even 3 people, but beyond that it's going to be hard, since you only have 20 rounds in the magazine and a substantial reload time. Other great maps are Hanen Resort, Flood Zone, and of course the Dragon's Teeth DLC maps, because these are mostly close quarters and very infantry focused. That was it for this review. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a comment or like it, and if you are curious about what is to come, subscribe to this channel. And see you in the next one.